Now to some breaking news. Just moments ago, the Texas Education Agency did finally release those accountability ratings for 2024 to 2025. I've been refreshing this site. Depending on how I access it, I'm still getting the old data on some of it, the new data on others, but it is out.
Yeah, we've been waiting for over 30 minutes now. So these are a thorough A through F grading system. They're awarded to districts, but they're also awarded to individual schools. And Natalie Haddad is joining us right now live in Dallas and going through those results. Natalie, let's walk us through what you're seeing.
Hey, good morning to you all. Yes, today, after several years of waiting because of a lawsuit, the TEA has now dropped new ratings for campuses across the state and more specifically here in North Texas. We are shifting through that now, these new report cards, as you would call it, for the districts. Let's start here with Dallas ISD. Now, this we had some early insight on, and we've been reporting on it over the course of daybreak. But Dallas ISD rose from a C to a B. Fort Worth ISD rose from a D to a C. Mesquite ISD, we now know, rose from C to a B. Cedar Hill ISD from 71 to a 74 score. That gives them a C. And keeping their A rating, Wiley ISD, known as one of the best districts in all of the state, and where our DOL is today, this morning, Argyle ISD also keeping their A rating. So how does the state come up with these ratings? How do they determine these scores? Well, the accountability scores are evaluated with multiple measures. That includes STAR test results, graduation rates, measures of college, career, and military readiness. Schools, of course, as we've noted earlier in the show and just now, they receive ratings of A, B, C, D, or F. Now, later this morning, TEA Education Commissioner Mike Morath is going to be visiting Dallas ISD. He's going to be here at the Walnut Hill Walnut Hill School area of Dallas ISD, and he is going to talk with us about these new ratings, what took so long to get them over the course of these 2 years because of this lawsuit, and what does the future look like? Specifically with Fort Worth ISD, we have a lot of parents eyeing what is happening there with a potential state takeover, and also the Texas legislature looking to get rid of the STAR test. How will ratings change after that? So a lot of questions we have for him and updates to come throughout WFAA Plus. So stick with us throughout this hour and on our streaming services. I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie. And just kind of pouring over some of these numbers here. Obviously, all the school districts want to push the numbers to make them look as good as they can.
Yeah.
But it is tricky, I think, because one of the most important predictors of student outcomes is parental involvement. And that's hard to reflect in data that tells you how the school is doing, but doesn't really tell you how the parents are doing. But at the end of the day, you want all those numbers to be A's.
Yeah, well, that's
grades,
almost impossible,
right? You know?
right, to look at the parental
you can't
involvement and
assess it
incorporate
all.
that. But I do think that when you're looking at the big improvements, that's what parents and educators are wanting to see.
Well, I know that, kind of coming out of COVID too, it felt like they were having to do so much with an arm behind their back, and they're hoping that they can get caught up and give our kids the education they deserve.
We'll continue to dive into these ratings, and we'll have an update on our website as well at WFAA.com if you'd like to check them out.